have power. Positive words build people up, and negative words tear people down. So I want you to say with me, words have power.
Words have power.
And I want you to shout it really loud. Words have power.
Words have power.
You guys have been the loudest group so far, so good job. So I hear that this is a 6th grade group, right? There's like 3 times more than you, more of you than the other classes. And you know what? You guys are going to be here for 3 years, so we're like 2.5 now. So you get to be the ones to really make a difference here in the school because you're going to be here the longest. So that's really awesome. Today, I'm going to share my story with you about my experience with the power of words, with my experience with both hurtful words and helpful words, and the things that I've experienced in my life. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a timeline up here. So I'm going to start here for where I was born, and I'm going to end here for where I am right now, and I'm going to go here for where I'm going. So my heart for you is that you would hear my whole story and that it would inspire you. So I was born here in Tacoma, and I was born with partial limbs. This is how I've been my whole life. And I was adopted by my parents at birth, and they also adopted 5 other kids with disabilities. So I grew up in a family where it was okay to have a disability. My parents encouraged all of us to be successful, and they raised us to be independent, and they didn't let me make any excuses to not wash the dishes or clean my room or do my chores. And when I went off to elementary school, I did what all the other kids did. I got out of my chair and I would jump rope, and I would swing on the swing and play on the playground just like all the other kids. And elementary school was a really fun time for me. And then I got to middle school, right here. That's where you guys are at right now. And that's where the teasing started in my life. And the teasing really, really hurt me. It affected my emotions. It made me scared to go to school. It made me scared to wake up in the morning. I would feel nauseous and I didn't want to go to school. And in school, a lot of times I would get panic attacks where I would like freak out and get really scared, and I would have to go to the nurse's office because I would have people intimidating me and bullying me, and it really affected me negatively. And that continued, not as bad, but a little bit in high school too. And by the time I graduated from high school, my self-esteem was really low, and I didn't have a very good opinion of myself, and I couldn't see the good in myself at that time because there had been so many hurtful words spoken. But the good news is that I went off to college, and I went to Pacific Lutheran University here in Tacoma, and I made friends there that I felt like I belonged there, and they were very positive people, and they spoke kind words over me, and they said things like, your story is amazing, and you're going to make a difference in people's lives, and your story is going to impact people, and you're going to make a difference, and you're awesome, and all those good, amazing, positive words. And what they said to me here healed what happened here in middle school. It healed the hurtful words, it healed my self-esteem, and it made me see that I could do what I wanted to do with my life. And actually here in middle school, I had seen a motivational speaker come to my school, and I said, I want to do that when I grow up. I want to speak at schools and businesses and just talk to people about my story and make a difference just like they are. And so when I got to college and those people spoke positive words and my friends made me feel accepted and said positive things to me, it made me see that I could become a motivational speaker and that I could do what I wanted to do with my life. And it made me see that that was possible. So then I got a degree in psychology at PLU, and then I went on and I continued to get an education. I got a degree in radio broadcasting and a master's in counseling. And then I started to work in the school district at the Tacoma School of the Arts, and I got to teach kids about their career and help them plan their careers. And so I got to teach small groups and do assemblies like this and speak at their camps. And that helped me see that I really can do this. And in 2011, 2.5 years ago, I started my motivational speaking business. I got my own business license and I started calling schools and saying, this is my story, can I come share it at your school? And now that's what I do for a living. I visit schools and I share my stories and I share that words have power. And so my goals really did happen. And it happened because of my friends here in college and throughout these last few years, 10 years, telling me, you can do it. You can do this. You can pursue your dreams. You have what it takes to make your dreams come true. And so I still have dreams to write books and someday to have a talk show on TV. So that's where I'm headed. So my heart for you in sharing my story is that when you get here in your life, where you're in your career and you're doing what you have always dreamed of doing, which I'm sure you're thinking of right now, because in middle school, this is the time where you're starting to realize everything that you're good at, whether it's math or dancing or singing or science or whatever it is that you really love, or writing, that you're starting to realize what you're good at and what your passions are. And someday you'll be here too, making your dreams come true. And my heart for you is that when you look back on these days where you are right now in middle school, that when you look back on this time, that you wouldn't remember being teased, or that you wouldn't remember being the kid that made people feel bad because you used hurtful words, but you would have good, positive memories about middle school and high school, and that when you get to your graduation day in high school, that you would feel good about yourself because you've been built up, because people have spoken, your peers have spoken positive words to you, and you have spoken positive words to them, because it starts with you. So I